Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. The chat is up and running. How's everybody doing? We're winding down the year. 2025 is just about behind us. I don't know how you're going to classify this last year. I really don't. You think it was a good year? Think it was a bad year? I think we don't know yet. That's my opinion. I mean, feel free to jump in the chat and express yours. That's what this show's all about. Afternoon chats, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The people in the chat are the guest stars. They determine what we talk about. The people in the chat run the show. The only thing we got to do is stay within the community guidelines established by YouTube. As long as we don't piss YouTube off, we're golden. What's on your mind? What would you like to talk about? What are your priorities? There's no script to this show. There's no plan. It doesn't matter to me what we talk about. I'm just a guy sitting on his couch in Michigan. Your opinion matters. I'm giving you a golden opportunity to speak it to the world. I don't think 2025 is going to go down in the books as a good year. I mean, sure, they're fudging the books right now, so it looks like it's been good, but I think this time next year, the truth about this year will come out. Well, when you have a fraudster in the office of president, he's doing what he's done his entire life. He's cooking the books. Truth be known, there's more unemployment than he's declaring. Truth be known, that tariffs are taking a worse toll than he's declaring. It still looks to me like he's partnered up with Putin. I think he's destabilizing NATO. I think he's destabilizing the world economy. That's the way I see it from my perspective here in Michigan. I know that the inflation is real. I know because I just finished the month of December with $21 in my checking account. That might be a little too personal, but I'm telling you, I'm broke. I didn't do anything special this year. All my costs went up. Power, rent, groceries, everything increased except my income. As far as I'm concerned, 2025 was a total disaster. As far as I'm concerned, the foreign policy of dropping to your knees in front of Vladimir Putin, it's not the right way to go. Let me ask you on foreign policy. How many of our allies do you figure have had to turn a nuke and point it towards the United States just in case? I'm serious. You cannot tell what side Trump is on. I can't tell what side he's on. I'm sorry, it's just sad. I think he wants a partnership with Putin more than he wants peace on earth. It started back in Helsinki with what I call the Helsinki hand job. And then the whole fiasco in Alaska. That's just ridiculous. I don't know why one person can't bother to set this man down and tell him that Putin is not a good guy. He's a bad guy. If you can't tell a good guy from a bad guy, I'm not sure what news Trump gets. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, everybody that's working for him is afraid to speak up. If they present him with facts he don't like, they get fired. That's the way it looks to me. So are they really telling him the truth of what's going on, or are they filtering it? Are they giving him bad information? I looked at Marco Rubio the other day. He looks to be coked up. If I met him on the street, I'd walk away thinking, this guy's been doing grams all day. He's messing with his nose. He's doing all this gritty stuff with his mouth. The guy's coked up. It's insane. And I'm not sure that they're giving Donald Trump legitimate information. I think they're telling him, oh, everything's going as planned. The people love you. The people don't love you. You're a dumbass. In his first term, he had a few people that would speak truth to power. In this term, there are none. Zero. Not a single one. Look up body language and micro smiles specifically. All these people around him are lying through their teeth on a daily basis. I don't know. Maybe you need to set up some kind of voice stress analysis machine with a big bright light that can go off every time somebody's lying and they know they're lying. It's just brutal. As far as I'm concerned, he's still a fraud. He's always been a fraud. He's still a fraud. He's going to continue to cook the books. They're not giving us real numbers. They're not telling us the truth. If tourism is down by 50%, if he's fired 250,000 government workers, if imports are down, exports are down, how can we be doing fine? I think that when the real numbers come out, you'll find that he caused in 2025 a minimum 10% reduction in the nation's GDP. The only reason it's not 15% is because they gave the military $1 trillion. That pumps up the defense industry, and that skews the numbers on GDP. Makes it look like there's growth. There's no growth. It's shrinking. The economy is shrinking, in my opinion. Feel free to jump in and disagree. That's why the chat's enabled. Your opinion does matter. As far as I'm concerned, this guy cut a deal with Putin years ago, and all this chaos is by design to weaken America in the eyes of our allies, to make them no longer trust us. It's just like a relationship, a marriage, if you will. Once the trust is gone, the relationship ain't worth a hill of beans. It's a matter of time before you're in divorce court. Personal observation. I mean, that's all I can give you. If you'd like to be able to chat, you need to go to youtube.com and download the Discord app. Most people watch this show on their TV, but they use another device, their phone, an iPad, a computer, in order to chat. There's no script for the show. Matter of fact, I'm twice as discombobulated as normal. My internet was out for the last 15 hours. It just came back on at like 12:30, 12:45 this afternoon. Now, well, we can delve into Spectrum on another day. They seem to be selling a product that is inferior. That's my take. What's yours? Oh, it's just ridiculous. I look at these numbers on the economy, and they're saying, oh, it's doing good. It's not doing good. Every time I go out into public, it costs me more money than it did for the same errands last year. Well, Spectrum Internet. Last year, I was paying $80 a month. This year, I'm paying $100 a month, and service has been getting cut off. It's disrupted. An inferior product, but the price still increases. My electric bill, higher than it was last year. I still set my thermostat the same. If my usage is the same, why is my cost greater? Oh, they raised the price. Yeah. That's what we call inflation, right? When my prices go up, when I have to pay more. I know I smoke cigarettes. Yeah. I smoke pot too. It is what it is. It's legal here in Michigan. As legal as it can be. I don't recommend you do either, but I'm not going to hide the fact that I do it. Yeah, the economy is horrible. I've only been around for 68 years. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, the economy is worse. It's not improving. It's regressing. I think next year the real numbers will start to eke out right after the elections are over. When the midterm elections are finished, the real numbers are going to start to eke out. And you'll see some of these billionaires take a hike from playing around in our government. They'll be all done messing around once there's bona fide proof that they screwed up. Personal opinion. Feel free to disagree. As far as I'm concerned, the rich are getting richer at the expense of the poor. As far as I'm concerned, the foreign countries that are against America are our adversaries. They're reaping the benefits of Donald Trump more than the American people. That's the way it appears to me. I think that he's probably got another half a dozen Trump towers planned in all these foreign countries, our adversarial countries. That's just sort of the way it appears to me. What do you think? Are things going along as you had planned? I don't think so. It's a shot in the dark, but I think you're just as dismayed as I am. Yeah, I slept in this morning. I didn't have any internet. There was no reason to get up. My weekend went pretty smooth. I watched Dairy Girls. Oh my God, what a show. There's some characters in that. Let me tell you. It's got a pace to it too. It's not, they're moving right along. You're not falling asleep trying to keep up with that show. I watched Joe Rogan this weekend. And I did 2.5 hours on Tragedy Tales. Yeah. Before my internet went out. Yeah, we got hit with some high winds and about 4 inches of snow. It's a mess out there. I'm staying in. I'll go out tomorrow. I'll go out tomorrow and I'll do my grocery shopping, have breakfast with family, get my errands run so that, and it looks like we're going to, be cold, be the dead of winter. It's Michigan. What do you expect? I did read this weekend that there's a chance that Michigan farmers can start getting double crop in. Our summers are getting longer and our winters are getting shorter. I think it has to do with the global warming. A double crop would help our farmers a lot if they don't lose it to a frost. But a double harvest would help our farmers in Michigan. Some of these plants, you can grow and harvest within 8 weeks. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? I have no plans for New Year's. I'm going to stay home. What are you guys going to do? Drinking, gambling, carrying on? I did all that crap when I was young. I'm not young anymore. I'll stay in and stay out of the way. So what do you guys want to discuss? Yeah, I wanted to get some work done on shorts last night, but just couldn't with no internet. I'll put it off. I'll get them done eventually. What do you expect for $1.298, right? This is a free show. That's why that's funny. No midstream ads, no commercials, no sponsors. I'm not going to try to chase you down and tackle your wallet. Okay, I promise. I'm not running for political office. I have no ulterior motives. My motives are plain and simple. I want to meet and talk to people from around the world. I don't care what we discuss. I have no plan. Okay. I know, that's amazing. A man without a plan. Yeah, I'm on my Gatorade. Trying to be a good boy. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want me to talk about? All the relatives are doing fine. Everybody had a good Christmas. Hopefully everyone will be safe on New Year's. Well, my opinion, a New Year's, it's a halfway point for winter for me. That means that by March, we should be having the telltale signs of spring. I was thinking that I'll try to get these shorts done, get them out the first week of January, and hopefully start picking up more viewers, more subscribers, that kind of crap. That's my plan. Stick around, see if I succeed or fail miserably. It could go either way. You never know. I started this stream on August 25th. So we're 4 months in. I've got 42 subscribers and 260 viewing hours. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. But I feel like the stream is working. And if I can present the show as being reliable and stable here every day, I think it's just a matter of time before we get enough viewers that the chat is overrun and I'm one busy dude. NFL football season's over for me. I'm a Lions fan. I know there's one more game, but I'm hoping they bench most of the starters and protect them from injury. I'd just soon let's see the younger kids go. It would be to the Lions' advantage to lose the game. It will move them up in the draft order. In my opinion. But if they want to bench Jared Goff and they want to bench Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I got no issue with that at all. They got other guys on the team that need the playing time. I think Chicago's going to do their best to win. That's what I expect. Well, we put a 50 burger on them in week 2, so they're not going to be happy about that. They're probably going to want to put a 50 burger on us, and we have no defense. We have a defense. It's just all on injured reserve. We started the season with what should have been the best 2 safeties in the league. Both are on IR. Yeah, so my NFL season's over. Hopefully your team's still in it. I wish you luck. Okay. With the holidays, viewership is down. People are still out running errands and, I would imagine today they're in the stores trying to do Christmas returns. I got some good news. My granddaughter got a 4-year scholarship. I'm excited about that. She's set to graduate high school with, well, she'll be 3 credits short of an associate's degree. And I think in 4 years, she can probably get a master's. I think she's going into social work. I think it's nice that she wants to help other people. From what I see, there are a lot of people that need help. I don't think there's any money in the industry that she's going into, but maybe there will be 5 years from now. Who knows? So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? You want me to just keep on rambling? I can. There's 80 videos you can see. I'll just ramble on. I much prefer it when you guys get in the chat. But I don't mind rambling. I'll ramble until somebody jumps in. Big part of this show is hit and run. People get in for 15 minutes, chat, and then they leave. I got no problem with that. Whatever trips your trigger just tickles me plumb to death. I'm good. I went for a nice walk on Saturday. But our weather just really turned bad on Sunday, so I probably won't get a walk for a couple of days yet. A lot of our normal viewers are on vacation. Good for them. Vacation seems really nice right now. I'm looking at 4 inches of snow and some 30-mile-an-hour winds out there. I think it's in the 20s. No, I have not trimmed the beard. I did not even shave today. My apologies. I should try to do better. I just didn't want to get up and get moving today. I had no internet, so there was no reason to even get out of bed. I got up at about 1:45. I know, that's really bad. I'm surprised I told you. Yeah, I slept in. Well, I went to bed at 11:30 last night because I had no internet. So I slept 12 hours. Big deal. Well, I figure I'm making up for time when I was in my 30s and I didn't get no sleep at all. Probably where you guys are at, you know. When I was in my 30s, man, I had a lot of irons in the fire. I was busy. Now I'm no longer busy. I ate good all weekend. I'm probably just going to do leftovers tonight, clean out the fridge because I go shopping tomorrow, Isn't that what people normally do? Try to clean out the fridge before you go shopping again. Human beings all have common ground. There are just certain things that all of us do. I think that makes that normal behavior. I do all my household chores, get them done before I go to bed at night. Dishes have to be done, I hate waking up to a sink full of dirty dishes, so they got to be done the night before. Last night I lost my internet, so there was nothing to do but chores. So I did my chores. I don't so much as have a radio. So when my internet goes out, it's like living in a cave. I still got electricity, still got heat and hot water and all that, but no forms of entertainment. Yeah, I remember a lot of New Year's Eves in Vegas working. A lot of busy evenings. New Year's Eve, you're better off in Vegas working on swing shift than you are on graveyard. But I used to like graveyard shift as long as you adjust your meals. Your body doesn't know what side of the planet you're on. When you get up, eat breakfast. Before you go to sleep, eat dinner. Your body doesn't know what side of the planet you're on, so at least that was my experience. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I did not check my analytics because my internet was down. So, as far as I know, we still got 42 subscribers. I'm waiting. Eventually, I'm going to lose a subscriber. It won't tell me who it was. They'll just say that I got one less, right? All this is new to me. I have no clue what I'm doing. You guys can't tell that yet? I'm sure you can. What's worse is I don't care. This channel costs me $13.99 a month. I know. And I get to broadcast worldwide. I just think that's hilarious. I could have never dreamed that this would be possible. When I was young, the internet hadn't even been invented yet. I got my first computer like 1986, 1987, something like that. It was fun. It was a great invention. Now I think that kids take it for granted, you know. I go out in a restaurant and I'll sit and I'll look over and there'll be a four top next to me, and all four of them will be sitting there on their phones scrolling. Nobody's having a conversation. That's why I choose to leave my phone at home. If I'm going to go out into the world where people are, I choose to interact with the people. Personal preference. I do think that some of this telephone business is getting addictive for some people. I've always had an addictive personality, so it amazes me the fact that I don't feel addicted to my phone. When people ask me about it, I tell them my phone's grounded. It was being bad, so I have to leave it at home to punish it. It's all right. When I get home, I can check my messages just like the old days when it used to be an answering machine. Maybe that makes me a dinosaur. Who knows? Jump in the chat and tell me, do you think I'm a dinosaur? It's nice. I have a nice, easy life. I never get into trouble anymore. I used to get into all kinds of trouble when I was young. All right, up yours. Who cares? Good to see you, brother. Happy holidays. United Kingdom coming in strong. What are you doing? Drinking, gambling, carrying on? Are you staying out of trouble, Mr. Vacation? Yeah, we got a bunch of snow. Our weather turned to crap. But Saturday, I went for an hour walk. It was like 44 degrees. It was nice. It was pleasant. Now we got 4 inches of snow. I'm after the show today, I'm going to throw my coat on and go out and clean off the car and touch up a little bit with the shovel. Well, Tuesday morning, I got to go out 8:30 a.m. So I'll get that done preemptively. So what do you guys got going on? I did not have a beer all weekend. I thought about it, but I didn't drink. I think I might have last night because that football game was really good, but it was like halftime in the game when my internet went out. So I was just sitting here staring at the walls, wondering, why didn't I buy a radio? Why don't I have a TV antenna? Like and subscribe if you could. That's what YouTube's telling me to tell people. I appreciate everybody that watches. I appreciate all my viewers. I encourage you to jump in the chat, voice your opinion. Tell us what's your priority. What would you like to discuss today? The show runs Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Up Yours, Who Cares is our star thus far today. Hopefully, people will jump in the last half of the show. It generally does better than the first half. I don't know why. Probably because I don't have a script. I don't want to put a thumb on the scale and say, oh, we have to talk about subject A, or, oh, let's discuss subject B on Tuesday. No thanks. I don't care what we talk about. I'll let you guys be in charge. I used to piss off my kids. I'd tell them, you're in charge. My youngest used to spin on me and say, I don't want to be in charge. Too bad. I don't want to be in charge either. I did my part. I called Spectrum twice and complained till they got my internet turned on. So what part of the world are you guys in? Up is in what? United Kingdom. I'm in Michigan. Southwest Michigan. We've got about 4 inches of snow. It's 20 degrees with at least a 20-mile-an-hour wind. The United Kingdom is always rainy and cool this time of year. I already know what's going on there. Up says, I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not sure. It's called failure to launch. I have lots of ideas. I just fail to implement any of them. It's not that I'm indecisive. It's that I don't want to be decisive. By design. I make poor choices. So the safe route is for me not to make a choice. I'll just let you guys run everything. It was up to me. I was watching Rogan all weekend. I was watching Tragedy Tales all weekend. I could talk about both of those. Rogan's show, I had, what was it? Oh, Peter Zeihan. A global perspective on geopolitical issues. The episode I saw was probably a year old. A little out of date, but still informative. Yeah, the Joe's changed. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Tragedy. All right. Hey, I watched your channel 2.5 hours this weekend. You had me sitting on the edge of my seat, brother. Some video you had just dropped. It was 2.5 hours long. I couldn't shut it off. There was one story in there I fast forwarded through. One story out of the 15 that were there. But I enjoyed it. I gave you a like. It was a good show. The guy that was sitting in the parking lot live streaming, that got shot. That was kind of sad. That Hey, you're doing a fine job, brother. Your channel is excellent. I love it. Don't change a thing. What you're doing is right. I was I was thinking you could shoot some other stuff. I was thinking like, how about NFL injuries? Just pick one team and do a video on all of their injuries throughout the season. Because they're real. Those injuries, they don't just miraculously heal. Those guys go through a hell of a lot of rehab, and that's torturous. But once again, your editing, smooth. I mean, like a sheet of glass. Kudos, brother. Any of you that haven't seen Ryan's channel, you need to check it out. Tragedy Tales. No, I can't. I'm not any good at editing and all. I'm just getting ready to learn that stuff. And I don't get paid for posting a video. Tragedy gets paid. You know what I mean? Once I get my channel monetized, I'll come up with some ideas and I'll do some stuff. And I got this whole winter to sit here and learn how to edit videos. Right now on my plate, I need to start doing shorts. That's what YouTube is telling me. So I'm going to take the videos that I've already shot and I'm going to clip some shorts out of them and then post those separately. YouTube tells me I need the shorts and I need to tell people to like and subscribe to the channel. That's the only advice they're giving me. They say, other than that, I'm doing a great job. So, but I know I gotta figure out this video editing. Well, we'll see what the shorts do. Once I get some shorts shot, we'll see if they don't increase the channel's reach, Because right now, the only way people are finding us is they got to be looking for live streams. But I'm just saying that I'll work on my end. I'll get with it. I'll start doing the shorts and I'll practice my editing. Then we're going to have to take the month of January and February and see if the shorts actually increase the channel. It's got to be worthwhile or I won't keep doing it. I'm too lazy. But I want to do a lot of things. I have a lot of family in this area of Michigan. And I was thinking I could write short plays. I'm talking like 30-minute max of just drama of one type or another. and then post those. But right now, I don't want to post anything because it's not going to make me money. I don't mind doing this show for free, but I don't want to work for free forever. 10 hours a week doing a free show. I think that's a decent commitment. And I did tell myself that I got to do this for 3 years to give it a decent shot, Maybe someday I'll get to be as good as Ryan with my editing. His channel looks amazing. 485,000 subscribers. Kudos, brother. You're on the right track. Ain't no doubt about it. I have to speculate to accumulate. I've got the ability, but no stability. I will get at this editing, and I will get some shorts out there. It would help if my internet could stay running, because I was really going to shoot some shorts last night. I was watching the football game, but I can hit the mute on that, and then I could just do a private stream and shoot. Saturday I spoke to Crumbleina, and I got to get some little tripod that you set your phone on in order to get the verticals. I don't think I can hold my hand still enough. I think I got to have the tripod. A couple of my friends have suggested that I put out instructional videos for how to play table games, and even some advanced strategy, money management schemes for blackjack, craps. I've got 33 years experience. I could do a good job at that, I think. I don't have any of the materials. I suppose I could just pitch one of my local casinos here and say, hey, let me come in and shoot on one of your tables. Casinos are generally open to that stuff as long as they're getting, free advertisement. We've got some, I think I got 2 different casinos that are about 25 miles away. I'm not going to go out and buy all that equipment. It's too expensive. Crap table probably run you, in excess of $5-6 grand. If you want to chat, all you got to do is go to youtube.com and download the Discord app. It's free. Then you can jump into chat. Most people watch this show on their TV, but they're chatting with the phone or a computer of some type, be it an iPad or a laptop or desktop. I'm told that the latest smart TVs will have the ability to chat built into them. But I haven't seen any of them yet. But like and subscribe, you'll help the channel. Hit the notifications, then you won't miss a show if you don't want to. It's Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time, PM. There's no script to the show. The people in the chat determine what we talk about. By design, there's no script. It's a free show. I'm not selling you anything. But yeah, I watched Joe Rogan, and I watched Tragedy Tales, and I watched Dairy Girls this weekend. And this Dairy Girls appears to be a heck of a show. I'm going to have to watch the whole thing start to finish because there was so much going on and I didn't know who the characters were yet. And there was one character, Sister Michael. She caught my attention because she just doesn't care. I respect that. But yeah, I'm going to delve into that. And of course, this weekend I watched my show, Cross Timbers Bison. I watched the goldfish episode. The guy's raising bison, but any wild animal, he just seems to embrace it and say, okay, you can live here. Well, not the predators, but he's raising wild turkeys, right? He gets horses that haven't ridden. He's got wild bison. It's just very entertaining to me. He had a roadrunner on last week, and a hawk tried to kill the roadrunner. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I'll get to work on my editing and I'll get some shorts out. I don't know how many of them I should do. I was thinking I'd try to get like a half a dozen of them. I figured I'd do like 2 1 minutes, 2 3 minutes, 2 5 minutes, and then maybe a 15-minute. Well, some of the crud I talk about takes more than a minute. Crud. Some of the subjects I talk about, I was just thinking like maybe, my Live and Let Live, I do like a 15-minute on that one. I think there's a lot there that people need to hear. They need to understand that just by being tolerant of one another, we can succeed. It's a simple ask. It really is. Regardless of what the criminals in Washington, D.C. are doing, as long as the people unite, there's nothing they can do to hurt us. They can run it into the ground. They can run up the debt. They can do anything they want. But as long as they don't get us to turn on one another, they have no real power. All they've got is the eventuality that their greed will be exposed. But I was thinking about doing a 1 minute on the Epstein ballroom. You know, and they're building the Epstein ballroom, and all the pedophiles are going to get together and going to get to hobnob on our dime. I'll never get invited to the Epstein ballroom. You'll never get invited to the Epstein ballroom. But the child molesters that they're protecting with these Epstein files, they'll all be in it, whining and dining, and we'll be paying it. We'll be footing the bill. And I was thinking about doing one. I watched an episode of Bait Car. And I was thinking that's what some of these foreign countries should set up a bait car for our president. Just put a couple of million in cash in front of him. He can't walk by. He's got to steal it. He doesn't have a choice. He has no self-control. Set him up. The sting of the year, right? In the election year, 2026, right? They could set up a sting and show the world how petty a criminal this man really is. I think they could do it with like just $2 million in cash. He can't walk by it without stealing it. He does not have any willpower, in my opinion. I was just thinking I could do a short on that. Set up a bait car. If a drug addict can't walk by a bait car without stealing it, then I'm telling you, our exalted hot dog can't walk by $2 million in cash without stealing it. It's impossible. In my opinion. I mean, feel free to disagree, but I mean, that's why the chat is here. Your opinion matters. It will be heard. I watched an episode of Bait Car, and I'm like, that's what they ought to do, is just set up a sting and just keep on busting this moron over and over. Maybe about the 75th time he gets arrested, he gets caught, maybe they'll hold him accountable. You never know. I think that the members of NATO should do it. Personal opinion. Just discredit this fool. A petty criminal's a petty criminal, in my opinion. Okay. I remember I was running a shift in a casino, and I'm walking down the aisle, and there's a $20 bill laying there on the floor. I walk over and put my foot on it so it don't blow away, and I call surveillance, and I tell them to find me, and then I'm picking up a $20 bill off the floor. And I was just thinking, Trump or any of his cronies, they couldn't do that. It's impossible. They're too greedy. They can't turn that money in and say, look what I found. They're going to steal it all of them. Set Trump up, set his cabinet up, just put up a couple $1 million as bait and let them steal it. Then you'll have the goods on them. If the NATO members got the goods on Trump, maybe he'll quit sucking off Putin. Excuse my language. Servicing Putin. I think Putin's got a piss tape of him. That's my personal belief. A P tape, yeah. But this whole White House is full of greedy bastards. They have no self-control. They can't help themselves. They have to steal. They have to grift. So I think the NATO countries should set them up. Couple million in cash, and then you got the goods on them for the rest of the term. I'm just spitballing here. Feel free to disagree, but I don't think these clowns, any of them, could walk by easy money. I think they all have to jump on it and attempt to steal it. It's the whole bait car TV show. Leave it unlocked with the keys in it and just sit and wait. They'll come pick it up. They'll steal it. It's what they do. I think that the NATO countries should set up a sting and bust every one of these idiots in our government. I really do. I think it'd be hilarious. How to save America. Just a suggestion. Okay. Until they do, he's just going to continue to service Putin. As far as I'm concerned, the Helsinki handjob started it all. It looks to me like he is bought and paid for. Somebody's got him. And I think it's Putin. I think he has a P tape. But I'm no expert in blackmail by any means. I have no experience with that. I'm just saying, it appears that it could be really easy to get all of these people to incriminate themselves. I don't think Zelensky can do it. He's got too much to lose. But the rest of NATO, I don't see why they wouldn't want to have some type of leverage over him to keep him in line. And with Rubio, you can probably just do it with a couple of grams of coke. Okay. He appears to be coked out to me. I have a little experience in that. Okay. He appears to be coked out. But The members of NATO should definitely watch an episode of Bait Car and then just put some cash out and put the cameras on it. And as each member of the Trump administration steals the cash, get it on film. Hold it over him and make him stop all this crazy shit that he's doing. If Putin can blackmail him with a P-tape, you can set him up for cash. He cannot walk by $2 million in cash. He cannot do it. He has no willpower. He has no self-control at all. Personal opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. But it's time for a sting operation. Take down the clown. Okay? Make a fool of this fool. You'll have a good time doing it, and you'll have something on him so that he can't go berserk. Because right now, Putin has more control over him than any of you, any of us. He's destroying NATO. He's destroying our relationship with our allies. And I would not be shocked if some of our allies have not already turned some of their nuclear weapons and pointed them at us. Because he's proven to be untrustworthy, unreliable, undependable. That's the way I see it. These criminals need to be busted. We need a sting operation. Hey, it's just a suggestion. I'm just a guy sitting on his couch. But I think that it's time. I think NATO has been patient enough. Yeah, I'm not going to apologize for it. This show goes to 8 different countries. I've got viewers in 8 different countries, and I'm telling you right now, talk to your government. Have them set this clown up. Have them watch an episode of Bait Car and realize that they can do the same thing with them. Our president and his entire cabinet, they're there for self-enrichment. They're a bunch of crooks. They cannot walk by the $2 million in cash. They've got to pick it up. They have no willpower. They have no self-control. All they have is greed. Just like the junkie that can't walk by the bait car without stealing it. It's the exact same thing, only on a larger scale. And here I am on national TV suggesting that our NATO members get the goods on these chumps. You want to save the world? You want to save your country? You want to save the good guys? Get the goods on these clowns. It'd be easy for you to do. They can't walk by it. Just like the junkie can't walk by that car with the keys in it. Set up a sting operation and just start busting them one at a time. You get the first one and you tell him, you're going to have to set up the boss. You set up the boss for us. We won't go public with you. In the matter of just next year alone, I figure you can get the entire cabinet, the White House, president and vice president, use their greed against them. It's just a suggestion. I have no power. I have no control. I don't have $2 million. But I'm telling you, get the goods on these chumps. You'll be better off once you do. Probably the weakest link is probably Kristi Noem. Offer her a photo shoot. Yeah. She thinks any press is good press. I'll trust your judgment. I'll leave it in your good hands. But I'm thinking of doing a short on that. Set them up. It's just like fishing. Dangle a lure in front of them. When they bite the lure, set the hook and pull them into the boat. Just like the junkie can't walk by the bait car. These millionaires and billionaires, they can't turn it down. They have no self-control. They want to steal all of the money. Okay. I think for $2 million, you can get the goods on any member of Trump's cabinet and Trump. That's the way it appears to me. Just a guy sitting on his couch. I know. What a great topic for Monday. What are we going to be like on Friday? Oh, my goodness. We've started the week off with a bang. I enjoy this. I really do. I sleep great at night knowing that I got to speak my piece. I wish you guys would take advantage of the chat and speak yours. Don't get yourself in no trouble with your government. I have a freedom of speech. That's one of the benefits of living in the United States of America. Don't get yourself in any trouble, but feel free to jump in the chat and talk about anything you want to talk about. I don't have any set topics. There's no script. There's no plan. Okay. The plan is to see what you guys talk about. I watched a little bit of news this morning, and I just think it's ridiculous that the way this guy is coddling up to Putin. Putin must have something on him. He would never be that loyal. Never. I think it's a P tape. He wants to put a tower up in Moscow. I know that. He's wanted to for decades. Afternoon Chat is an inclusive channel. It's free and everyone is welcome. You don't have to agree with me to voice your opinion here. I'm just one guy sitting on one end of his couch. Hopefully, I'll get some shorts done this week. Maybe I can get one out by New Year's Eve. But I was thinking I'd do different lengths so that YouTube could put them in different spots, put them in front of different people. I watch quite a bit of YouTube that has chat available. I don't chat all the time. I really only chat with Mike Kimber, but they have it available. I watched a few minutes of Don Lemon this weekend. I watch The Enforcer. I missed them last night. Well, my internet went out. That's why I missed them. I'm sure they were on. They do their Sunday night fundraiser. They raise money for Ukraine. The Enforcer channel is two guys in Utah. They glean all of social media and they post what they can prove with video evidence. They're not blowing smoke up your skirt. If you want to know what's going on in war around the world, tune into the Enforcer channel. Andrew and Matthew, brothers. They do a good job. Their shows, it's long, but it's got a pace. And they're pumping the information at you. With the video evidence, it pulls a lot of weight in my book. I haven't seen anything that I would consider to be fake on their channel, and I've been watching them for a couple of years now. Whatever you guys want to discuss, jump in the chat. We can talk it out. I have no predetermined topics. When you guys aren't in the chat, we're stuck with wherever my mind wanders. I've been staying out of trouble. I've been being good all of 2025. I'm going to continue to do it into 2026. But I'm going to be working on some shorts, try to improve the channel. I'm trying to learn. A lot of times I feel like a blind man that just bought a new house. I'm kind of feeling my way. Probably a poor example, but I think you get my meaning. I have no production staff. I don't even have a makeup artist. Okay. Whatever you guys want to discuss is fine with me. We got about 30 minutes of show left. Our two guest stars, channel regulars. They jumped in, they did their part, and now they've moved on. Who can blame them? They're busy guys. Hopefully, this channel will make me a busy guy eventually someday. Again. For right now, it's progressing slow but sure. We're on a path. Who knows where it's going to go? My whole thing here throughout the month of December has been live and let live. Be tolerant to your neighbor. Take a look out your front door. All those buildings that you see, that's your proof. Your proof that the people before you were able to put their differences aside and they worked together and they built. If we can become tolerant, put our differences aside, we too can build. When humans collaborate, when they work together, they accomplish great things. When you try to do things by yourself without any help, whatever your task, it is much harder. I don't care what the task is. If you want to lighten your workload, get more human beings on your side. Get more human beings to help you. Your workload will be less and your success will be guaranteed. If you're failing at whatever your task is, you need more people, more humans. That's what it takes to be successful. I don't care what the task is. Tilling the garden, you need more people. Your workload is lessened, you'll be done sooner. Running for governor of the state. It doesn't matter what your task is. If you want to succeed, you need more people. Plain and simple. The more human beings you have on your side, the less you're working and the more you're succeeding and the faster you're succeeding. Building a house is not a one-man job. Building a business is not a one-man job. If you wish to succeed, you need more people. Plain and simple. It's like a mathematical equation. The more people you get helping you with your task, whatever that task is, Ukraine war jumps to mind. If Ukraine wants to win, all they need is more people on their side. If the entire world stands up to Russia, Russia listens. If only half the world stands up to Russia, Russia doesn't have to listen. So think about it. Whatever task you wish to accomplish in 2026, whatever your task is, if you get more people to help you, you will succeed, and you will succeed faster. If you want to try to do things alone, to try to do things only relying on yourself, your workload is harder, and it's going to take you longer to accomplish than it would if you had help. After this stream, I'm going to go out and shovel. I got to clean off the car. I got to shovel a path in between cars. It's a heck of a task. I can accomplish it by myself, but boy, if I can get a neighbor to help me, it goes faster, a lot faster, and I lighten my workload. So when I get up from this computer and I walk out there, it'd be nice if I ran into somebody else that was doing something similar. It would be to my advantage to get help. If you're trying to build a house by yourself and you need to get a 300-pound truss up on the roof, you might want to get some help. More people is the key. The more human beings that are helping you achieve your goals, the faster you're going to achieve them. Plain and simple. It's just like math. 1 + 1 = 2. Tarot Destroyer. Tarot Destroyer is cracking jokes in the chat. I don't get Tarot Destroyer. I get tarot cards. I know what they are. Are you the one that's in charge of proving them to be inaccurate? Thank you for the joke. Thank you for viewing, Tarot. I appreciate you. It's hard to realize, but your opinion matters. Your comment matters. Tarot the Destroyer just got into the chat and started with a sick joke. We all got to start somewhere. Okay. It's okay with me. You can joke about anything you want to joke about. I don't know if your boyfriend's juggling machetes on a nude beach, he's not too brilliant. You might want to look for an upgrade while you're there. I'm just saying. I guess Tarot Destroyer is a female. That's interesting. Because most tarot card readers that I've ever met were female. I've never met a man that did that. That's interesting. As far as the people in the chat go, it seems like the men outnumber the women by about 10 to 1. Seems like. I don't have any real data to back that up. Sometimes appearances can be deceiving. Well, it's like our number one here, Up Yours, Who Cares? What if he's been lying all this time and he's really a girl? I don't know. I don't stalk him, okay? I have no way of knowing. But I do know that anything that I want to do, I'm going to include Up Yours, Who Cares? He's being a friend of the show. Shows up quite often and never fails to participate in a discussion. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the viewers I get too. I'm just a guy on a couch without a plan. Okay. I'm probably going to have to get good at this editing stuff so that I can stop losing my train of thought. Or at least make it appear like I'm not losing my train of thought. Well, it's hard to have a one-sided conversation, in my opinion. My guess is Tarot Destroyer is probably going to end up being a comedy writer of some type. And I've never heard of such a thing as a donor testicle. I'm just saying. They have fake ones, but I've never heard of someone donating a testicle. That seems kind of freaky to me. But, you know, at least Tarot's got a sense of humor. I'll grant her that. Okay. I'm not a comedian. I watch comedians on TV. They're very entertaining, but I ain't one of them. Any joke you hear coming out of me is probably something I heard from somebody else. I've written books. I've written music lyrics. I've written pamphlets. I've written a lot of things, but I've never written a joke. Okay. I'm not a stand-up comedian. It's very interesting, though. Maybe we should have a joke writing show. That could prove interesting. Except, I don't know, somebody probably figure out a way to sue us for plagiarism or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. Well, I have enjoyed today's show. I thought for a Monday we had some hard hitting stuff. I'm not taking any days off this week, so the show will be here Monday through Friday. I'm done with the days off. I might take one. Well, maybe. No, I don't see myself taking any more days off. Maybe in March. Well, my birthday's in March. I'll turn 69. I might want to take that day. I don't know what day of the week it is or anything, you know. Well, that number has certain connotations. We'll just leave it at that. I would just say I might come up with some other plans, but I'm really not expecting to take any more days off. I took Thanksgiving off and I took Christmas off. I'll probably do the same thing next year, but I'm trying to make the show reliable and dependable here every day, you know, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. But I'm enjoying doing this. And I think I'll try to clip that whole NATO challenge. I can't see how that could go wrong. Personal opinion. I mean, that's all I can offer. One man's perspective, you know. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to voice your perspective. I'm not going to quit doing this. I'm going to keep going. 3 years was what I told myself. I figure that gives me a fair shot at establishing a community that wants to get together and chat. Back in the day, I used to get in the chat rooms all the time. And I enjoyed it. Hopefully, this whole idea of a hosted chat room will take off next year. I'll keep working. I'll keep doing my part, and I will keep the show free. No midstream ads, no sponsors, no commercials of any kind. I'm not running for political office. I'm not trying to become an online influencer. I'm just trying to talk to and meet people and find out what's on their mind. What do they want to talk about? When no one gets in the chat, we're left up to my imagination and my mind wanders drastically. Okay. It can be all over the place. I refuse to censor myself to a degree. I mean, I have tried to clean up the language a little bit. I'm not restricted by YouTube. They don't comment. They don't tell me, oh, you got to stop talking about this. They seem to let me run off, so I'm running off. I can't help it. My philosophy is be nice to everybody all of the time. I think you'll like the end result. I think that the end result, all that niceness, all that kindness comes back to you tenfold. But there are a lot more good guys in this world than there are bad guys. Personal opinion. I looked it up years ago when the internet first came out. I looked up the statistics of crime in America. I was trying to determine, do I want to be a crook or a good guy? And what I learned was that only 7% of the US population is what we can consider to be felony criminals. 7%. And the stats that I read, no matter what the police department did, they couldn't lower it to 6%. It held steady at 7%. It never went to 8%, and it never went to 6% in the history of the United States of America. They have not found the answer. They cannot eliminate that 7% that is felony criminal. And of that 7%, 2 million people are currently behind bars. Federal, state, local authorities got these people behind bars. So when the news media that you're watching tries to scare you and make you think there's a man with a submachine gun on every corner in America planning to gun you down, it's a lie. It's not the truth. There's 340 million people in this country. Of that, 7%, what is that going to be? 2,600,000. I don't feel like doing the math. Most of them are in jail. Is there crime in America? Yes. But most of it's this petty stuff. That guy got a speeding ticket. That guy got a jaywalking ticket. That guy drank too much and got himself into trouble. It's not heinous murder. It's not a submachine gun on every corner. It's just not. Look out your front door and point to the criminal. You can't. Oh, you may not like that guy, or you may not like the way this guy dresses, or you may think that guy's walking like a pimp. That doesn't make him a criminal. You don't have to like everybody. It's not required. But I'm telling you that your police department, whatever community you live in the United States, your police department outnumbers your bad guys by a lot. There's not that many bad guys. They get locked up for a long period of time. And they don't stay criminals for their entire lifetime. Many get reintroduced into society after they've paid their debt. A 20-year-old gets drunk and steals a car. He's not going to be a criminal his entire life. He made a mistake, yes. He fit into that criminal element that I'm talking about, that 7%. He made it in there, but he can't stay there. The real criminals will kill him. He has to come back into society. He has to learn to function, or he's not going to live till be 80. He cannot stay a criminal his whole life. He gets out after doing his time, and he's on parole, and they make him get a job. Soon as he gets a job, what's he got to do? He's got to pay rent. He's got bills that are due. Now he meets a girl. Now he has a kid. Now he has a vested interest into remaining a good guy, not reverting back. He needs to remain a good guy and pay his taxes and raise his kids. You watch TV and you get brainwashed. You think there's a bad guy on every corner, and there just ain't. The bad guys total 7% of the population, which means that we can glean from that information 93% of us are not bad at all. I'm not sitting around plotting against my neighbors. Are you? I don't think so. Are you planning to rob the 7-Eleven later? I'm not. So what's that tell us? The good guys outnumber the bad guys by almost 10-1. I don't care how much the news tells you crime is up or crime is down. It's bunk. The criminal population, the ones we need to fear, 7%. Never been 8, never been 6. No matter what the police department has done, they've never altered that number. It stays constant at 7%. Deal with it. Don't let them scare you into thinking there's a bad guy on every corner in America. It's not true. All right. I want to thank our stars of today's show, Tragedy Tales, Up Yours, Who Cares, and Tarot Destroyer. Thank you for jumping in the chat today. I appreciate all those that chatted. I appreciate all the viewers. Thank you for your time and consideration. Like and subscribe the channel if you could. There's no charge. This is a free show. I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon at 3, provided I have internet. Okay. Thank you, Spectrum. Thank you for your time. With that said, have a pleasant evening. Be nice to somebody. You'll like the outcome. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe.